Hi guys, I'm doing a fun cozy mystery tag today. This is called the This or That tag, and this was created originally by Believe in Your Shelf, which I think is a fantastic title. My friend Tiffany from Beach Bum Bookworm filmed this and tagged me, so I thought I'd go through and answer these questions. I would love to know your answers to these. They're just so fun. So question 1 is amateur sleuth or pro? Amateur sleuth all the way. Even when I'm reading thrillers or more like darker mysteries, I still love reading from more of the amateur sleuth, everyday person's perspective. I like envisioning myself as the sleuth. So since I have no police background whatsoever, I really enjoy reading from the perspective of an amateur sleuth, maybe a PI, but amateur sleuth all the way. Small town or big city? I love the small town. I love the small cozy town, the small cozy community, the backstory of the town. If I read a big city cozy, I like it when it's kind of limited to a specific community or like area, or maybe like a big building or something within the city, but otherwise small community, small town, I love that so much. Pet or no pet? I think we all know this. I love animals, so give me all the kinds of pets. I mean, give me the goldfish, the birds, the corgis, the cats, everything. I want all the pets. I want all the animals. I mean, give me a goat, okay? I read a Lynn Cahoon pet recently where the main character was caring for a goat, and I loved it. Anything with animals adds so much fun to a cozy for me. Series or standalone? I love series. If I'm reading cozy mysteries, give me the series. I do enjoy like thriller standalones or kind of just mystery standalones, but I love a series. I love being able to revisit the community and come back to this lovely place and these characters and their subplots. I love the series, and I don't have to say goodbye so soon. So give me a series all the way. This next question is Cruel and Unusual Punishment, bakery or bookshop? I don't know. I mean, I've gotten into some other fun themed cozies, like crafty cozies. I've read a home staging cozy recently. I've read a farm to table cozy, which was really fun. I've gotten into some really cool ones, like a peach orchard in Georgia. So that one's hard to say. I'm going to say bakery just by a smidge, like just a hair, like 51% to 49% for the bookshops. And I'm already regretting my decision now. Don't ask me. Bake shop versus bookshop. I love both. In fact, I have videos on both with cozy mystery recommendations. I will link both of those above if you want some culinary foodie recommendations for cozies and some bookshop or book related cozy mysteries. I mean, I read, what is it recently? Oops. Sorry, Scooby. I read this one here. It's a Halloween bookshop. Come on now. But then all the different types of food and the bake shops especially. Oh, can't do this to me. That's too hard. That's too hard. I'm gonna say bake shop or bakery just a smidge, but really it depends on the day. Number 6 is light and funny or darker cozy. I'm gonna say if by darker we mean something that's a little bit heavier in topic sometimes or has a little bit more of a complex plot line, I'm gonna go with that. But I read the whole gamut. I love the light and funny, the silly, give me all of it really. But I do like ones that explore some darker themes while still retaining that coziness, that vibe, that community, the amateur sleuthing, the other like tenets of cozy mysteries. So overall, I'm gonna say darker cozy. Like I like ones that have a little edge to them, a little bit, maybe a little bit of something outside the box, something a little more layered I prefer, but I'll read all the light and funny ones too. It just depends what I'm in the mood for. I love them all. I really don't discriminate when it comes to cozies. Seasonal theme or everyday setting? Seasonal theme. Okay, I mean, I read everyday setting ones, of course, but give me the seasonal themes. I love to read things seasonally. I love to escape the summer heat. Right now I'm reading like some Halloween cozies to escape the summer heat. I love reading like fall, Halloween, winter cozies. I love a fun spring or summer setting with like a festival or, you know, garden show or like a baking competition or something. I love it all. I will read any cozy really, but I love it when there are some strong seasonal vibes throughout the book, whether that's something related to the festival or event or something that's happening in the book, or whether it's just infused into everyday situations like the crisp cold weather outside and the hot cocoa the character's drinking to stay warm as the snow falls, you know, that sort of thing. So yeah, give me the seasonal ones all the way. I love seasonal, heavy, holiday heavy cozy mysteries. That's one of my favorite aspects of the cozy mystery genre, is that they are so seasonally and like holiday themed oftentimes. which I love. I'm very type A, so I like to put it in my little, you know, this is this section, this can go in this section. I love it. I love categorizing it, so give me the seasonal ones all the way. Single sleuth or sleuthing duo? I think I'm gonna have to say sleuthing duo, honestly. I mean, again, I love both. I read both, but some of my favorite, like, cozy mysteries I'm thinking of really have these iconic duos. I love the Pizza Lovers mystery series by Chris Cavender. Has Maddie, I can't remember the other sister's name. What is her name? Maddie and Eleanor Swift. So they are just such a fun dynamic duo with a bunch of banter between them, and that makes the storyline for me. I also love it when you have a sleuth, but they have kind of like a duo. Like, I read this, I think it's the Redwood Cove mystery series on audio last month, and the main character she was like a single sleuth, but she had this group called the Silver Sentinels, which were all these kind of elderly folks with silver hair, and they would get together and brainstorm and research and help crack puzzles and things with her. So even though it wasn't like a duo where they were kind of like actively out there with her, I like that kind of backup where they're kind of talking and chatting. I love it when it's like a grandmother or an aunt who's like helping the main character. I love a best friend duo, sisters. I love the sleuthing duo. I think it adds so much like personality and banter, and like Lady Hardcastle and her maid Florence or Flo. Love them. Their banter is hysterical. I love so many characters. Like the Noodle Shop, we have Lana Lee, but she often gets involved with one of her cousins helping her out, or even her sister occasionally, and I just love the camaraderie that happens and the differences in opinions and thought processes, and I love the sleuthing duos, clearly. I mean, even A Great Dog, like the Bailey the Bloodhound mystery series with the main character Priscilla, Bailey is really always at her side, and they're kind of a sleuthing duo, so I'll take that too. I love it. I love it all, but I'll take the sleuthing duos first and foremost. Hello. Hello. You want to say hi, Boaz? Want to say hi? Okay, next question is romance subplot or strictly mystery. If I have to choose between the two, I would say strictly mystery. I don't mind a bit of a romantic subplot, but I don't like it when the cozy mystery, like 30% of the book or more, feels like a romance. And I know that some cozy mystery authors commonly write romance books as well. I know that's not super uncommon, so I feel like sometimes the ones that write romance as well maybe get a little more romance heavy in the cozy mysteries, which I totally get because they're leaning into their strengths and what they like. But for me, I definitely prefer strictly mystery or just like a very light romantic subplot that doesn't have a lot of drama. I absolutely no love triangles, please. I'm also kind of tired of the cop, sheriff, police officer, romantic partner. I think it's a little overdone. I understand why, because it gives the sleuth access to the crimes, it creates drama, like I totally get it. But I really prefer it when they do something fun or creative, like, you know, have like the romantic partner be like, I don't know, the owner of a bar or a restaurant nearby. Or I loved one with Paige Shelton's Dangerous Type Mystery. She actually made the romantic protagonist this really nerdy guy who was like a geologist. He was really into the earth sciences, and it tied into some of the stories, and he was able to help the main character, the sleuth, because she lived in like a mining town. It was actually like a ski town in Utah, but it was up in the mountains, so they had like mining town stuff that would come up sometimes with the mysteries. So he was actually able to help with some of that, which I thought was cool, which I thought was really interesting and added like a different unique layer. So he's still able to help, he's still able to be a bit protective, but nothing too crazy. So yeah, I would say if I had to pick one or the other, no romantic subplot would be my preference, but if it's there, make it a little creative, you know, make it more fun, make it less drama, please. The love triangles really, I can't. Then last one is set in your own country or set abroad. So I like reading both. I really enjoy reading cozy mysteries that are set in like Scotland or England. I feel like there's some really interesting ones that are set in other countries, and I would definitely like to read more that are set outside the United States, so let me know if you have any recommendations. I would love that. But for now, I would say probably set in my own country. I really love reading ones in the Northeast, Northwest. I love Southern ones. I feel like the charm in the Southern cozies is off the charts. I think there's some really interesting ones like in Michigan I feel like I've read. I've really enjoyed beautiful like lakes and stuff that add a lot to the cozy. And I also really enjoy reading ones from the Southwest, especially Arizona, because that's where I'm personally located. So it's really fun to read a cozy mystery set in a town or even a fictional town within Arizona, because I'm more familiar with the, you know, the temperatures, the weather, the kind of the culture, the atmosphere of the state. So I always love reading ones that are close to home. But let me know, guys. This was a really fun tag. Thank you, Tiffany, for tagging me. I'm going to tag some YouTubers down below as well. Thank you so much for making this fun tag as well. I thought it was such a creative tag, so fun for cozy mystery lovers. Please let me know, what are your answers to some of these down below? I can't wait to hear your guys' responses to this. Do we have similar tastes? Do we have different tastes? Do you love romance in your cozies? Do you like a more single sleuth versus a sleuthing duo? Let me know. And if you're looking for more cozy mystery release information or recommendation videos, I'll link some of my playlists above. I talk about book content every week on my channel, and I talk about anything regarding mysteries. So everything from cozy to thriller, I talk about here. My name is Amy Marie. Thanks for spending some time with me today, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!